Addition and subtraction. There's a lot of things we're adding into our lives. There's a lot of things that we want to add into our lives, and we consistently try to add into our lives. We want to build more businesses. We want to start new projects. We want to, consume more content, read more books. We want to do all these things, consistently adding more, adding more to try and reach a level of fulfillment, to try and reach and find that peace that we're all searching for. But what if I told you that we need to start subtracting things? What if we tried to subtract instead of add? What would happen? Have you ever thought about subtracting instead of adding? And when I say subtracting, you might be thinking, what are you talking about subtracting? We want to get better, of course. We want to improve. So we need to add more things into our life. We need to work harder. We need to do these things to reach our goals. Yeah, that's correct in a way. But I think we need to kind of have that self-awareness and analyze what we're actually doing, analyze our behaviors on a day-to-day, and find out what we can subtract that's not serving us. That could be lustful behaviors. That could be too much social media. That could be smoking. That could be drinking. That could be negative self-talk. That could be all these things that we do or people do on a daily basis that they don't even know is kind of taking away from them. That's kind of making them a lesser version of themselves, which is reducing their value. Everybody wants to see more. Everyone wants to be more valuable. Everyone wants to be a better version of themselves. So what if I told you that actually taking away the things that aren't serving you will give you more room to improve, give you more room to fill that bad habit with something else, with something better. Fill you with something that will occupy your time, that'll bring more value instead of, again, taking away from you. Subtracting things away. We could relate this to art, to music. So I'm reading a book. Well, I finished reading a book called The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. I don't know if you know who Rick Rubin is, but he's an American record producer, and he helped founded Def Jam. And he was talking about how artists, a lot of the time, or producers, they try to add more onto the song, and it kind of, overpopulates the music. It kind of just, it's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much for the ear, but they don't realize that because they're in the moment. They're making the music, and they're just kind of dialed into that one song. So they're always going to try and think of ways to make it better. But most of the time, in its purest form, that's kind of the best version. So he was saying how important it is for artists to make a song, but then have other people look at it and see what they can actually take away. See what they can take away to really bring out the elements of music that resonate with the people. Bring out the most important parts of the song, the most important parts of the music. So they want to take away things that aren't really serving a purpose. They want to take away things that aren't yet helping the music in any way, that isn't enhancing the music anyway. It's just there. It's just noise. So let's relate that back, to any other area in life, to your life. What's not serving? What's not serving a purpose? What's just adding noise? What's not helping you get to the next level? What's weighing you down? It's easier to fly when you have less weight on you. So what's really weighing you down? You know what it is. You have to ask, as I always say, you have to ask yourself the questions. What's weighing you down? What's causing you to not really be at the level you think you should be at? Maybe it's a bad eating, maybe it's a lack of exercise. You know what I mean? Instead of, doing drugs, instead of drinking alcohol, why don't we just start exercising more? Why don't we start taking care of ourselves a bit more? So you're getting rid of the bad habit, you're getting rid of the alcohol, and you're replacing that with another way for you to feel your endorphins, another way for you to get a high. Instead of smoking, get some endorphins, go for a run. Keep yourself occupied with more positive things, and subtract away the negatives, and let those negatives be replaced by more positives. And then over time, you look at your life and realize, wow, I'm in a position where I'm at my goal, or I'm mighty close to it, or I'm at least working towards it. I have clear direction because I'm taking more positive actions. And things start coming to you a lot easier once you kind of get rid of all the bad the bad things. Get rid of the things that aren't in harmony with, your truest purpose. Then these good things start coming into your life. So so the main point of this video is just to say, instead of just adding things on, instead of continuously trying to add and trying to see, you know, how you can, what course you could get, what video you could watch, what what I could do to, get better, You need to sit with yourself and think about what you can subtract. What can you subtract from yourself? What can you get rid of that'll bring room for more things that will free your load, that will lighten yourself to get to your goal a lot faster, to get there a lot easier.